We have successfully learned about queries, the different type of queries, interesting operators and useful methods. Now we are going to see about handling arrays. Arrays are integral part of JSON data. They are very crucial and critical data format. They make handling data very easier. And arrays will be covering these topics. These are very simple and very interesting. And there are two types of array data. One is a simple one, the other one is a very complex one. To demonstrate the same, I have created a students collection, and you can see here scores is a simplistic form of array, whereas the grades, which is also known as associative array, has a different structure. And also note that we can have arrays within arrays. Handling simplistic array is very easy. It's like other data types, whereas for this there is a little trick is involved. I'll show that now. Currently in this collection I have 3 documents. In JSON view this will be very clear. Now I want to select the document with score 66. In this 3 documents, only the first one is having the score with 66. So I'm going to select that. That's very easy. That's like our regular data types. The field name is scores. Equal 66. That's it. So we must get only one document now. Yes, we got only one document. And in table view, this is the way to select a simple array, whereas for associative array there is a little trick is involved. Among these 3 documents, only one is having a mean with value 99. So to select the same, it has to be like this. You need to select the grades first, then you need to go to the mean. Whereas for scores, we selected directly. We just typed scores equal to 66 previously and we got the value. This is the document which got selected previously. Whereas in this case, you just need to change the key. So the first one is grades, and IntelliSense works very fine here. So this is how we are going to select grade.mean and then the regular thing $equal. The value is 99. So on clicking run, we must see only one document in the result. Yes, we got the same. Just you need to remember that this key needs to be surrounded with the double quotes, whereas this is optional for other types. But for this, you need to specify grades.mean within double quotes, and then as usual, you need to specify the operator followed by the value. Whereas for a simplistic array, you just need to specify the key value like this. It's going to fetch you the corresponding document. Hope you understood this. Let me move to the next topic now. Now let us see how to add values to an array. We'll be using push, position, each, and add to set. So these 4 we'll be seeing now. They are very simple and interesting. So these are the 3 documents with scores we have. To add a value to this array, you just need to use the update method with the push operator. We'll be doing the same now. Students dot update method. The selection criteria, we don't have anything. So just I need to specify the push operator here. And I'm going to add a value to this one. And do remember that updates only one document unless until it is specified in the option as multi as true. So we are not going to specify the option now. So this update will update the first document. Update the first document. We got the result. Let me query it and see what is the thing happen. So we have successfully got 99 added to the first document, whereas the rest of the documents are not modified. So if you want to add for multiple documents, that's easy. We will follow the same way the update method works. That's the options. Let us specify as multi. True. We'll be seeing two 99s in the first document because we are pushing the value, whereas the other documents will have single 99. Let's see the result. So modified is 3. And finding again. So as I mentioned, we got two 99s in the first document because we did it twice for that, whereas the other documents also got 99. This is because we have used multi as true. To avoid duplicate values from being pushed into the array, you can easily use add to set. Read the documentation here. Returns the array of unique expression values for each group. So I have used add to set instead of push. So this must not do much difference. Matched 3, but none of them are modified. So if we query it again, we'll be seeing the same results. So assume I want to just change this to a non-existing number, that is 33. Oh, 33 is there already, so let me take it as 37. So this must update all the documents with the scores 37. Yes, you can see here modified because this is unique value. So on running this, you can see 37 in all the documents. We have given multi-true, so it has touched all the documents. If we don't give multi-true, it is going to just modify the first document. So this is how add to set works. So this is for uniqueness. Push is used when uniqueness is not required. So you can keep on adding values to arrays. If you are using push, I have done it many times now, so you can see duplicates here, whereas for add to set it allows only unique values. So that's the purpose of add to set and push.